In today's video I'm going to produce a full techno track using only sounds from Noise Engineering plugins. Now, Noise Engineering is an interesting company that is mostly known for their Eurorack modules, but they also have a line of software instruments and effects. So today I'm going to use their Basilimus Iteritas plugin as well as their Frequel bundle, which also contains two software synthesizers, and Ruina, which is an effects plugin. And with these I'm going to try and make a techno track. So here I have an Ableton Live set with 6 tracks on them and some of the plugins loaded up. Of course I can create more tracks if I want to, but let's just get started with these 6. And on the first track I have a Basilimus Iteritas, and I've already created a clip here, and let's just put in some notes for a kick drum, some low notes. It's very distorted because I have this Ruina plugin, which is this one. Just turn that off for now, and let's shape the kick a little bit. The attack here adds a click, the decay a little bit shorter, harmonics, things you can play with. The fold here is nice, gives a little bit more bite. And for now I'm not going to give it any distortion. Next up we have Vert Verior here, a weird synthesizer. I'm not completely sure how it works, but let's just see what kind of sounds we can get here. This is very basic. There are different algorithms. This sounds cool. This is the oscillator section, which you can change the sound of. Something like this. And now let's add in the Ruina. Sort of a distortion, very versatile thing, very weird. It also does different things in distortion. I'm not completely sure how it works. It sounds very, very trashy right out of the box. It's pretty cool. And this is actually free. You can just download this if you want. Yeah, let's do a 3/4 kind of thing. I'm just going to delete this clip and record a new one. Yeah. Terrible playing, but for that of course we have quantize functions. I'm going to shamelessly use that. Command U. Let's see if that works. Too bad. So that's sort of a bass sound. We can go a little bit lower with the sub later on maybe. Well, I can do that now. Just move that over here, create a sub bass. So this is actually done by softening the attack. Again, I'm going to turn off the distortion for now. Change the algorithm here, the skin sound, called skin. I guess it emulates a sort of a skinned instrument. I'm going to play something in as well. Let's try some 16th notes here. 3, 2, 1. Let me move this around a little bit until I find something that works. I think this is okay. Typical short loop, quarter bar loop. You can probably only hear this on a good system because it's very subby. That's pretty monstrous bass line. I'm just going to high pass this a little bit. Try some delay. Ooh, yeah. Okay, on to the next track. Synth Verior. So this is another free synthesizer. There's Vert Verior and Synth Verior. Don't ask me what it means. What I do know is that the Vert and the Synth part are different oscillators, and then the Verior part is this Ampla area here. Let's have a look at that, what that does. So there's an amplifier here with a filter, and there's an ADSR envelope. What I like to do, if you know me, you know this, I like to randomize sounds. Let's just see what it gets us. Again, I'm going to turn off the Ruina for now, the distortion. Just see some different sounds here. Oh, I like this. I think this will go well with the bass sound. These crazy graphics, by the way. Again, record. Let's try the Ruina here. Ooh. It actually adds some tail to it. Completely crazy. More than crazy. This is truly evil sounding. Let's keep it like this. I'm going to increase the release time. Throw on some fake sidechain. LFO tool. There's quite a lot of bass in this as well, I think, yeah. So I'm going to put on a high pass here. An aggressive one. And some reverb. Place that before the distortion. Let's see what happens. More or less the same. Okay, more sounds, some percussive stuff. Basilemus iteritas. So I made a kick drum with this. Let's try something very different. Again, I'm going to do the randomized thing. Let's see what it comes up with. It's actually a fully fledged synthesizer in its own way, geared to percussive sounds, but with the long decay you can really play it as a synth as well. This is cool. Gonna give it a short decay, lots of attack. So at the neutral position here, the attack time is minimal, and then when you slide it to the right, it becomes longer, softer attack, and to the left, it doesn't become shorter, but it adds this noise burst. Yeah, let's use this as some sort of a hi-hat. I'm gonna pitch it up. This is pretty interesting. Yeah, and then high pass out a lot of the low frequency stuff here. Unfortunately, this cannot go shorter. I think the decay becomes longer when you move these parameters up. Tweaking it to taste. Okay, well, something like this. And then another vert Verior. Maybe I can do a percussive sound with this. Whew. Very inspiring stuff here. Let me turn this off, the Ruina. Wow, wow. Cool sounds. By the way, these plugins have very extensive modulation capabilities. If you right click here, you see there's 4 LFOs and a bunch of other stuff. I'm not even getting into that here. I'm just using randomized sounds. Already it's sounding pretty cool. Yeah, let's do a stabby sound here. Okay, let's do 2 more tracks, and I'm gonna go for some more percussive stuff. What I'll do is just copy this over, the Basilemus and the Ruina as well. And when I get those done, I'm gonna do some sort of an arrangement. Pure craziness. sort of a response to the previous track. That will be the call and response thing. So let me play that in. Let's see what the ruin I can do here. I think that sounds just fine. Very cool. Very gritty sounding stuff, which is nice because a lot of the things I make, they tend to sound a little bit on the clean side sometimes. And if you want to go for that raw industrial sound, then this is your plugin manufacturer, definitely. And crazy. Completely crazy. Oh, this is cool. Again, awful timing. Quantize is my friend. Yeah, 8 tracks. Is that enough to do an arrangement? Let's find out. Right, so what I've done here is I've moved the tracks around a little bit and named them, and I'm going to do a live arrangement, meaning I'm going to record the arrangement in one go with my Akai APC40 controller. So basically recording the arrangement takes exactly the same time as the track will take. So how this works is I'll be starting and stopping clips with the controller, doing volume fades, sends, effects and stuff. One thing I've added here is on the master, I've added a high pass filter that I can turn on and off for a DJ style high pass filter effect. And otherwise it's mostly the same as when I finished creating all the sounds. So let's just get going here. I'm gonna press record and let's see what happens. So that's my arrangement, a little bit over 5 minutes long. Something went wrong here with one of the tracks. I didn't get any sound of it, the one that I called step 3. So obviously this track is in no way ready to release, it's just a quick experiment. I would call it a full track though, because it has a beginning, a start and an end. And even though one of the sounds that I created beforehand is missing, I can always of course add more stuff. But it is a full piece of music. Whether it's actually any good, I'll leave that up to you to decide. Please let me know in the comments if you have any opinion about this. For me though, the thing that counts most is that I've made something that I can listen back to later and see if I want to work on it some more. At least it's better than a static loop that doesn't go anywhere. I know a lot of producers who struggle going from a nice sounding loop to a complete track. And this live arrangement thing is really a nice way to counter that problem. Because for better or for worse, I have a 5-minute piece of music here that didn't take me a whole lot of time to create, and whether I actually want to do something with it later is for me to decide in a week's time or so. But in any case, this is it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and consider subscribing if you want to see more of these types of videos. I have a lot more coming. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.